Okay, so this is the demo for Castle Dornstein. Let's check it out. I think this is a point and click. Bohemia, 1853. Dear Master Hemlock, for 3 years I have searched for someone fluent in all forms of medieval Latin to translate one of the books in my collection, Doran Historia Orbis Terrarum, or The History of the Gods of Earth. Given your literary knowledge, I assume you have heard of this mysterious and rare masterpiece. Some call it the Devil's Diary. I, however, am not a superstitious man. I hope to read and study it out of academic interest. The book was a family heirloom lost for generations. I've only just rediscovered its whereabouts 3 years ago. Since then, I have sought a potential translator. Mr. Borowski is an acquaintance of mine and has recommended you for the job. He speaks quite highly of your expertise in this area, and I would like to hire your services. I understand you have ambitions to open an archival library and bookshelf of your own. Should you help me with this endeavour, I would be happy to invest in your prospective business. I appreciate your help in advance with all my heart. Please accept my invitation to Castle Dornstein. We shall welcome you warmly. Burn the castle? It depends. Why do we need to burn it? Is everything alright? Why have we stopped? This is as far as I'll take you. I'm not going to the castle. Excuse me, but I believed I hired you to take me to Castle Dornstein. You hired me to take you to the village of Kraknov. This is Kraknov. You can walk the rest of the way. I don't go to the castle. And why not? If you want to go to the castle, that's your business. I ain't going. How do I get there? I've never been here before. Ask one of the locals, they'll know. Oh, so that little prick just rifled through my pockets and stole my things. Okay, left click to interact with an object, hotspot a character. Okay. Imagine this is a beautiful view on a sunnier day. Not bad to walk back to Prague in the rain. Freshly baked loaf of bread smells delicious. Excuse me, do you know the way to Castle Dornstein? The castle? No, I don't go there. Do you know anyone who can help me? Is there anything? I don't talk with anyone from the castle, nor anyone who's been there. What is the bread for? Why are you leaving that loaf of bread out? Because of the storm. Whenever we get a bad storm, I always bake a loaf of bread as an offering to the planet Nick. He protects my home from the storm. Planet Nick? Yes, he controls the wind and the rain. You must be kind to him or he'll destroy half the village. I've seen it happen before. I see. Okay. How do I... Okay. Hello, do you know the way to Castle Dornstein? Sure I do, but it'll cost you. Do you mean to say that you won't give me directions unless I pay you? Nothing in this world is free. Please, sir, I've never been to this village before. I don't know my way and I'm likely to wander in this cold rain all night. Listen to this. A nobleman begging? I never thought I'd see the day. I'm no nobleman. You look like one. And just sound like one, can't fool me. Explain usage. I'm a humble librarian. I've been hired by Lord Dornstein to work on an important project. So you're an expert on books. You could say that. Lord Dornstein pays you for your expertise. That's the idea. Well, I'm an expert on this village. If you want to know how to get somewhere, you'll have to pay me for my expertise. Okay. Fine, I'll pay you how much? How much you got? Oh no, I've lost my change purse. I must have dropped it. More likely it was stolen. Stolen? One of the local boys must have pilfered your coin purse, no doubt about it. Please, will you not help me? I'm standing out in the rain just like you, except I ain't got your fancy coat. I've not eaten all day. I'll help you if you pay me. The well will certainly be replenished after the rain. Can I go into the pub? Sandy the Noble? Maybe. Okay, they're not open. Rummaging through the garbage won't help me. Gaze, look, perhaps no one is here. Okay, so we can't, like... So I'm going to have to figure out a way to... I can't touch any of those things. Oh, what you left a stabby out in the open and you won't let me touch it. I want the stabby, please. Give me the stabby. Okay, so there's just nothing I can do here now? Yeah, Bruno stabby for Standy. Yeah, I might go over the bridge here. Okay. Well, I need my coin purse to pay the beggar. Oh, I found a hole. Get away from... Okay, so I need to... Wait till she's not looking. Maybe I can pay the beggar in bread? But I also kind of want to explore the hole. What's the point in having a hole? There's nothing here. Okay, sir, I can give you a bread. I don't have any money, but please accept this as payment. Oh, it's nice and warm. Thank you. Say, do you have any butter? No, this is the best I could do. Please tell me how to get to the castle. All right. All right. Just past this pub is a bridge that leads over the creek. Cross the bridge and follow the path into the woods. Stay straight until you find the fork in the road. The castle is just over that hill. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay. So now we need to go over the bridge. Yeah, so we can go over here. Sign says that the church is this way. Okay, so we go up the hill. Alright, so this is obviously the castle. At last, I've arrived. Castle Dornstein. Okay. I wouldn't dare enter the castle by myself. Master Eberhard, I presume. Yes, you may call me Hemlock if you like. Welcome to Castle Dornstein, Master Hemlock. My name is Severin. I'm glad to see you have finally arrived. I'm sorry I'm late. I hope you weren't waiting out in the rain very long. Not long at all. I saw you walking along the path from my window. I suspected your driver might not take you up the main road. Please, come inside. I will take your luggage. Thank you, Severin. What luggage? I didn't see any luggage. Alright, so we've got a garden here. Ooh, plants. Can I touch them? Okay, there doesn't appear to be anything in the courtyard to touch right now. We're gonna keep, like, walking and stuff. Okay. This is the key to your room. It's just up these stairs at the end of the hall on your left. Thank you. I apologize that our more formal guest chambers are unavailable at the moment. They have been used in some years and are in terrible disrepair. The chamber you should be staying at is a modest one that I use for my personal studies. Thank you, I'm sure it's lovely. If you require any personal comfort, I would be happy to oblige a special request. That won't be necessary. Sir, I pride myself on providing exemplary service beyond that which is merely necessary. You are a guest of Lord Fodor Dornstein III. As long as you are residing in these castle walls, you are to be treated as though you are a Dornstein yourself. That's very kind. If I think of something, I won't hesitate to ask you. Very good, sir. When you are ready, Lord Dornstein has asked that I bring you to his office. He is eager to meet you in person. Excellent. I'd like to meet him as well. Wonderful. Is there anything I can assist you with first? Okay, tell me about... I've heard much about the Dornstein family. What can you tell me about them? The Dornsteins are one of the most enigmatic families in Bohemia, and they have been for many generations. The family first made their fortune trading silver, allowing them to acquire many properties and estates in the region. Currently, Lord Dornstein earns most of his income from agriculture. I see. Lord Dornstein's work has consumed nearly all his time of late. I suspect this is part of the grieving process, but I do wish he would find more time for leisure. Grieving? Haven't you heard? Lady Sylvia, his wife, died only 6 months ago. This has been a traumatic year for the family. I'm sorry to hear that. How did she die? The doctors diagnosed her with typhus fever, but it was unlike any case of typhus I've ever seen. She became ill quite suddenly, and the sickness spread swiftly. How horrible. Is it possible to get something to eat? Of course, you must be hungry after your journey. Dinner will be served shortly in the dining room. Do you enjoy roasted duck? Certainly. Wonderful. I will bring your luggage to your room, but first Lord Dornstein is expecting you in his office. He is quite eager to see you. Thank you, Severin. I will see him now. His office is the first door on the left. Here, allow me to take your coat. Thank you. Okay, so first door on the left. Good evening. Welcome to Castle Dornstein. What a pleasure to finally meet you. Good evening, my lord. I must thank you 1,000-fold for this opportunity to... Oh, Hemlock, my friend, no need for such formalities. Call me Floda, please. Sit. Make yourself comfortable. Though we have only spoken through letters, I feel a kinship between us. We are very similar, you and I. We are? Yes, we are both lovers of the written word. We are academics. What would some call a dusty old manuscript fills us with shivers of excitement. We crave knowledge. Curiosity is, in great and generous minds, the first passion and the last. My son, you quote Samuel Johnson. We are cut from the same cloth indeed. How refreshing to speak with a well-read man. We have much to discuss. Okay. Please, sir, tell me about yourself. I'm afraid my life is quite dull. I spend my days managing my investments and my evenings reading. I spend my days Since my wife's passing, my work and my books are the only things that have kept me sane. I would trade everything I have to be a young man in Prague again. Such a beautiful city. You're not so old. Why don't you move to Prague? Young man, if you only knew how the politics of a family name worked. Nobles may be rich, but they are never truly free. We are tethered to our heirlooms and properties. Such are the trappings of heritage. Your daughter, Lady Valka... Vladka lives here in the castle as well? She does. I couldn't wish for a more beautiful or intelligent daughter, though I wish she would focus more on her studies. She reads nothing but foolish romances and fantasizes all day. But such stories uplift the soul, sir. I would never forbid anyone to read that which they enjoy. I do not forbid anything. I only wish she would spend more time in the real world rather than escaping to imaginary ones. It is a question of balance. Okay. Please accept my condolences, sir. I am sorry to hear about the passing of Lady Sylvia. We all are. Thank you, Hemlock. It is exceedingly difficult to lose someone you love so deeply. We were married for more than 30 years. When you're married that long, your souls become entwined, and the pain of tearing them apart is unspeakable. Have you ever been in love, young man? Once, I think. Her name was Ineska. We were but 13 when we met. I'm not sure that counts. Everything counts. Love does not consider age. Romeo and Juliet were but 13 themselves. A well-read man could hardly name a couple more in love. With all due respect, sir, that is only a story, and a tragic one at that. Yes, I suppose Shakespeare understood well the ways in which joy and tragedy intermingle in our lives. I was shocked to hear that you have Durham Historia in your collection. I've heard campfire tales about it. I thought it was only a legend. Yes, the devil possessed the heart of a monk named Grigorovitz and used his hands to write the devil's diary. Am I recalling it correctly? Precisely. Nothing more than a campfire story, as you say. The real Grigorovitch was quite brilliant. That is, until he lost his mind. He became obsessed with the occult and wrote this book. What do you need from me exactly? Scholars from around the world will want to read this once they know I have found it. For the life of me, though, I cannot determine the dialect Grigorovitch used in writing the book. We need a proper translation, and there isn't a man within 1,000 kilometers who knows as many forms of medieval Latin as you do. Yes, learning dead languages has become something of an obsession for me. Your obsession is about to pay off. I know I speak for everyone when I say we're quite happy to have you here, Hemlock. Thank you, sir. Anything you need, anything at all, please let Severin know. Dinner will be served shortly. Very good, sir. I think I'd like to see my personal chamber now. Besides, I want my diary in case I need to write down any notes. Okay, so that's the dining room. Okay. Alright, this is my chamber. Okay. It's locked. Ah, he did give me a key. Okay. Wow, this is as nice as the finest hotel in Prague. No, maybe later. Okay. I'll take my diary with me in case I need to write any notes. Okay. Okay, so we've been there. We've got the diary. Am I going to the dining room now for dinner? Okay. Sir Hemlock, welcome. Sorry I'm late. Nonsense, my friend. You're right on time. Come join us. I prepared this especially for your arrival. It looks delicious. Did you cook all this? Only the roasted duck and radishes, a variation of the family recipe. The cabbage and potatoes I leave to Anna. There is no competing with her there. Hello, dear. Pleasure to meet you. If you need anything at all during your stay, just shout my name and I'll come running. Thank you, Anna. Dinner smells wonderful. Thank you, but we do ask that you reserve your praise until you have tasted the meal. Fair enough. Did you find your personal chamber? Is everything to your liking? I did. It's perfect. I hope you'll forgive the castle's current state of disrepair. Compared to other castles in the region, ours is positively crumbling. I think the castle is marvellous. Oh, you're just being polite. I just haven't had the money of late for a proper reconstruction. Though if you ask the villagers in Kraknov, they'll say the castle looks the way it does because it's haunted by ghouls or some such nonsense. Pay no attention to that. The masonry is centuries old and... Please, Father, I don't think our guest wants to discuss architecture when there is a hot meal getting cold on the table. Of course, and pardon my manners. I have not introduced my daughter, Lady Vladka, shrewd and candid as ever. I am honoured, my lady. The honour is mine. My father has told me much about you. Indeed I have. Please eat, Hemlock. You must be hungry. Yes, how rude of us. We started dinner without you. Forgive us. We're not accustomed to having guests in the castle. Perhaps we should say a prayer for this fine meal. Yes, an excellent idea. Wait, where is Joseph? We should wait for him. Please, Father, if we wait for him, it could be morning before we eat. Vladka? He's just come inside from the rain. He'll join us shortly. Very well. Lord, we thank you for the meal before us and for all the warm comforts we enjoy on this cold evening. We also thank you for the safe arrival of our guest, Sir Hemlock, who travelled far to be with us here tonight. Amen. Here he is. Join us, my boy. We have quite the feast here. Thank you, sir. I apologise. Apologise for my tardiness. It's fine. We started without you. The fire feels nice. I got soaked out there tending to the horses. Quite a storm. Why does he not sit with everyone else? Yosef, this is Sir Hemlock. An honour to meet you, sir. Yosef is our gardener, and a fine one at that. He's nearly as talented with seeds and soil as you are with the written word. I only try to live up to my father's work. Yosef's father worked for us for many years. We were terribly sad to lose him, but Yosef has filled it admirably. I haven't had a chance to see the full grounds yet, but I look forward to doing so tomorrow. Yes, of course, it's beautiful. But tonight you must see the library. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on Gregorovich's book. Here, before I forget. This key opens the cabinet above the fireplace. You'll find Diorum Historia there. It's a large volume with red binding. You can't miss it. Excellent. I appreciate your trust. I'm eager to see the book. And I'm eager to see your translation. And I'm rather eager to eat. I hope the two of you will find time to enjoy dinner tonight. Huh. Yes, of course, dear. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Please, Hemlock, eat. Okay, yes, we should probably eat. Excuse me, Master Hemlock. May I speak with you? Yes, my lady. You said you are an expert in Latin, correct? I think so, yes. I wonder if you could do me a favour. My mother had a locked chest where she kept her most private belongings. Since her death, I have not been able to open it. I'm sorry, I'm no locksmith. It is no normal lock. It requires a password. There is some sort of riddle written in Latin on the chest. For the life of me, I can't solve it. How odd. I could certainly take a look. Would you? That would be wonderful. I have so few personal mementos from her. I would love to know what she kept in that chest. Where can I find it? In the library beside the clock. Thank you very much. You're welcome. I'll see what I can do. Okay, so... So we need to go to... Oh, I'm trying to leave the room. Can I leave the room, please? Can we... Is this where the library is? Okay, the room is dark. I can't see anything. Okay, so I need to find some sort of light before I can go into the library. Um... Okay. I don't think there's anything that she's saying. Okay. Unless it wants me to go to my room and go to bed. Yeah, because I know it wants me to go into the library, but it's dark in the library. And you won't pick up a candle. Yeah, okay, so we need to get a fire going. Yeah, so that'll be what we want to do. We want to get a fire going so that we can... Yeah, so we need firewood. Okay, so we definitely want the firewood for downstairs, but I don't know if I need anything else other than the firewood. Like, one would think I do, though. I don't know why I keep clicking on that. We want... You know, like, I need a lighter or something. Okay, yeah, so... Can you go up the stairs, please? Thank you. So whatever I'm looking for is either in this corridor, the dining room, or the bedroom. Because those are the only places it's letting me go. Found matches. Okay. I don't know why I didn't look more thoroughly when we were there before, but oh well. We have matches now. I can light the fire, and that'll hopefully make it so I can see stuff in in this room, and I can actually do things. Okay. Okay, there we go. And God said there'll be light, and there was light. What's this? There are footprints on the carpet. They're still wet from the rain. How odd. Someone must have been walking around in the dark just before I came in. Alright, so there's the chest. This must be the chest that belonged to Lady Sylvia. I wonder if Severin knows anything about this. Seems to know about everything in this castle. The chest looks quite old. Lady Sylvia must have had it a long time. It's in excellent condition, though. Mus Maiorum, Latin for customs of our ancestors. That must be a clue to the password. Yeah, so something about customs of the ancestors, but I need to move. Okay, so I need to go back to tell me about Lady Sylvia's family. Warnhagen was their maiden name, a noble family from the region. If you are interested in learning more, I have a book on the noble Bohemian families in my personal collection. There are a few pages on the Warnhagens in there. You'll find it in your room. Thank you. I'll take a look. Okay, so that's relevant. So we'll find that in our room and we can read that. And that'll probably give us the clue that I need to open the chest. But, Lady Vladka, do you have a note? Of course. Lovely chatting with you, my lady. Okay. So, yeah, she's got nothing. So let's go to our chamber and read the page. Here's the book that Severin told me about. Perhaps I should look at each word closely. The noble family of Bavarian descent lives in their chateau in Parbajuice, where they bred one of the fastest Arabian horses in Europe. Okay, so maybe the word's horse. Lord Horace Roland of Warnhagen was the first whose family succeeded in breeding pureblood horses that lived longer than the previous generation of racing horses. These horses were known for their speed, agility, and stamina. He was well known for his unconditional love to his steeds, often referring to them as my children. The Warnhagen family continued this tradition of breeding purebred Arabian horses until 1769, 14 years after Lord Horace's death. In 1769, a strange malady afflicted all the horses in Warnhagen stables. Most of the purebred horses died without any mares to breed with. The purebred family died out. With them died the family tradition of horse breeding. As there was no one who understood equestrian breeding. Okay. Wild horse of Arabia. Okay, so I want to say that it's horse or horses. Because it was like, Because that'd make sense. Would make sense that it's horses. Okay. So that doesn't work, but I think I'm on the right track. Yeah, we're on the right track with horse. Oh. Maybe it's the maybe it's the Latin word for horse, which is equus. There we go. Of course, the one known for their horse breathing. So yeah, I was on the right track with horse, and that's why. But yeah, we wanted the Latin. This chest mostly contains old dusty documents, but what's this? A small purple journal. This must be Lady Sylvia's diary. I'm sure Lady Vladka would be happy to have it. I'll take it to her now. Okay, so we need to take this to the Lady Vladka. I think it's I want to say that's how that's pronounced, but like in all honesty, I have no fucking clue how that is pronounced. So I'm just making like educated guesses. Okay. But I have that. I have some good news. I was able to open the chest. You were? That's wonderful. The password was equus. It's Latin for horse. Yes, that makes sense. My mother loved horseback riding. She learned to ride when she was a young girl. Her family always had horses. I found this in the chest. I thought you might want it. My mother's diary. Oh, Master Hemlock, thank you very much. You have no idea how much this means to me. I intend to read it at once. I hope it brings you comfort. Okay. So, can I go and read this other book downstairs? Can I move the ladder and go to the thing now? Is like, now that I've done that for... Because I think that's what I want to be doing now. There we go. Now I can reach the cabinet. Okay. So we want cabinet key in the cabinet hole. Let's just stick it in and get the creepy devil book. Historia. That's strange. This isn't the book I'm looking for. This is Historia Bohemiae. I have this volume in my personal library. Why would Lord Dornstein keep this book here? Unless... Perhaps the person who came in from the brain switched the books. Is it possible someone has stolen Deorum Historia? I must inform Lord Dornstein. Perhaps he knows more. Okay, someone stole the book. So we have to let him know because yeah, I know. I'm trying to click over here, not click on the thing. So yeah. Go to the entrance hall. And go up the stairs. Hemlock, my friend. How are you settling in? Very well, sir, thank you. Have you chanced to visit the library? I did. You have quite an impressive collection, but Diorum Historia wasn't there. It wasn't in the cabinet? No, in fact, another book was in its place. Another book? Yes, here's the key. See for yourself. I hesitate to even say the words, but I think someone has stolen Diorum Historia. That's impossible. No one has access to the cabinet but myself. This is the only key. I believe you, sir, but the book was not there. Damn! How could it be missing? After all, it took me so long to recover. That book is priceless. When did you last see it? I avoid handling the book so as to preserve it. I suppose the last time I actually tried to read it was 2 months ago when we began our correspondence. Oh, Hemlock, this is terrible news. I'm sorry, sir. You have nothing to be sorry for, Hemlock. I asked you to come all this way to translate a book, and now I have nothing for you. I apologize for wasting your time. I'll speak with Severin right away and we'll get to the bottom of this. Perhaps he took the book from the cabinet to prepare it for your translation. Yes, now that I think of it, I'm sure that's what's happened. If there is of any way that I can be assistance, any way at all, please let me know. I am at your service. Thank you, Hemlock. That's very kind of you. Please, rest. It's late and you've had a long journey. We'll find the book tomorrow. Indeed, sir. Have a good night. Good night, Hemlock. Okay. So, we're heading to bed. How nice of Severin. He left me a chocolate candy on the pillow. Truly like visiting a luxury hotel. This is going to be a very pleasant stay indeed. It's been a long day. I better get to bed. I'm sure Lord Dornstein will find the book in the morning and there will be much work to do. Hello? Who's there? What is that noise? I've never heard anything like it. It's coming from outside my room. Sound is coming from somewhere. Okay, so it's must be coming from like outside. In which case, yeah, we need to kind of go downstairs to find it. The sound is coming from somewhere down the hall. Everything got all spooky. There's someone here. Even the clock's moving. Hello? Lord Dornstein? Severin? Where did they go? Here it is. Diorum Historia. Lord Dornstein will be relieved to know I found it. Okay. So some weird spooky stuff is going on that we don't know about. Some weird spooky stuff. Um, yeah, some weird spooky stuff.